I watched a horror movie recently. Not scary at all, but there was something scarier that I read. A 3-word horror story. Income tax notice. Does it scare you as well? Because whenever I receive a notice, it surely makes my blood run cold. But you do not need to freeze, as I am here to solve all your tax problems. Hi everyone, welcome to Enterslice YouTube channel. I am Sobia Amin, your tax assistant for all your tax problems. Recently, Income Tax Department sent around 1 lakh notices for non-filing of return. Many of the taxpayer among them would be those who have already filed an ITR. However, these notices issued are not a situation of crisis or alarm if one responds to the notices for non-compliance in a required manner. But first, we will understand what is a notice for non-compliance. The Income Tax Department may direct the notices for several reasons, such as in case of non-filing of income tax return, defect detected in the filed ITR, or different other instances where the department needs any other documents or additional information. One of such is a notice for non-compliance, which is sent by the tax department to an individual who has failed to file an ITR. Nothing is concerning about the notices that one has received. However, as a taxpayer, you need to understand the notice first, the purpose of the notice, the order made in the notice, and then finally, take steps to comply. But how these defaulters are tracked? The Income Tax Department uses a project system known as the Nonfilers Monitoring System, NMS. This system tracks down the taxpayers who are non-filers of income tax returns for a financial year. And then it takes quick actions against the defaulters. The identified defaulters, non-filers, are notified by various means such as SMS, emails, or letters in batches. But what happens actually that in many cases one does not file an income tax return, specifically when the income does not reach the minimum limit in a financial year which is eligible for income tax to be paid. In that scenario, there are high chances that the taxpayer may receive a notice for non-compliance or non-filing of ITR. Therefore, to avoid any notice, taxpayer should file a return for every financial year, irrespective of their income. You have learned the nature of the notice, why and how you have received. Now the important part comes. How do you respond to such notices? As a taxpayer, you may respond to the notice online by following our step-by-step guide. Step 1. Open the website for filing the response to the notice issued for non-filing of ITR by filling in details like your user ID and password. Step 2. Once you are logged in, a compliance tab will be visible on the dashboard providing 2 options. First, view and submit my compliance, and second, view my submission. Step 3. Click on view and submit my compliance, which will show various details including the details of the assessment year for which the return has not been filed as per the departmental record, or the department requires the third-party information. Step 4. Select option first. The return has not been filed as per the department record. Step 5. On selection, further 2 options will appear. First, that the return has been filed. Second, the return has not been filed. You may select option second if your concern is that you have received the notice for non-filing of the ITR. But keep a note. If in a scenario you have received a notice even on filing the return, you may select return has been filed and fill in the corresponding details like acknowledgement number and date for filing the return. However, the details will automatically update if the return has been filed. Step 6. On selecting the option, the drop-down menu will show the following options. First, return under preparation. Second, business has been closed. Third, no taxable income. Fourth, others. You may select the reason for the non-filing of ITR from the drop-down. On selection, the final form page will appear. Step 7. You can fill in all the details and then click on the Submit for application submission. The submitted response will be verified by the Income Tax Department. If found reasonable, the case will be closed. However, if you have not filed an income tax return, then your case will be escalated to the ground for further verification. There are few important points you need to remember. First, do not ignore the notice issued, as non-compliance or ignorance can bring repercussions on you, such as penalties or interest or loss of specific exemptions. As when a taxpayer does not respond to the notice issued by the assessing officer within 15 days after the notification date, the return filed can be held invalid, leading to penalties and interest and loss of specified exemptions. When filing one's income tax return, it is essential to conduct a detailed check of all the details and documents and have a chartered accountant re-evaluate the said details. By doing such, the possibility of getting a notice can be avoided. If you want to decrease your chances to receive a notice, contact our team of experts on the number mentioned on the screen. Our team of experts will reach you out at your convenience to guide you through all that you need. Before leaving, let me give you a quick bit on these notices. Not every notice is sent by Income Tax Department. Some are spam. To avoid getting spammed, stay tuned for the next video where we will learn to authenticate a notice. That's it for today's video. See you next time.